Hello, I'm Deaver Brown from Simply Magazine, and today I'm talking about Simply's language series. And the comparison is to Rosetta Stone and other complicated programs compared to Simply ones, which are simple and an easy place to start. The problem with Rosetta Stone, and why over 90% of people never finish it, is it's like starting to play baseball by being in the lineup of the New York Yankees. It doesn't give you a chance to start. Or math, doing calculus first and not addition. The problem that people face in language is you need to take the first baby steps. And one of our best Spanish titles is Spanish on the Tip of Your Tongue. And what it does is actor and tutor Sam Goodyear is positive about getting you to say a few words in Spanish, and then he reverses it and does it from English to Spanish as well as Spanish to English. But the whole idea is to make it a gentle program to learn. It's a lot like starting baseball in the backyard with one of your parents, or Little League, something you can start with and learn at and enjoy. Now the interesting thing is our Spanish, French, and German titles are all about an hour, and they help you do almost everything you have to do to get started. Interestingly enough, in language, the more expensive the title, the worse it is to start with. So what we suggest is you start with ours, and if you want to take the step up to Rosetta Stone, you can, but it's a huge undertaking. The benefit of our title, Simply Spanish for English speakers, for example, is that you can put it on your headphone, and when you're traveling, if somebody doesn't understand the word, you just go to it and let them listen to the word, and they go, ah, yes, I understand. This works wonderfully because this title was developed by people such as myself who talked about, what do I need to know? There's a lot of things I don't really need to know. I don't need to know about clothing and things like that because I'm not having that discussion. I want to know about restaurants and travel. So this is the Simply Spanish, which was done by Allie Hudson, who's a translator, a real world person like Sam, who actually does the work. And she does it in 3 parts. The first part is to get started. The second is for moderate. And the third is a little bit more sophisticated. But remember, it's 80 minutes or less, so it's not difficult or onerous. You can listen to a few of these tracks at one time, or even just one, and then repeat it. Now, just to give you a flavor of it, the first part, number 1, is an introduction to Spanish for practical use. What do you need to know? You don't need to know a lot of complicated things to start with. Then we have helpful tips. Using your PC, listening and reading along. A place to start, which is important, the alphabet and numbers. And then basic pronunciation. Now we go to things we all need when we travel. Basic numbers, days, months, seasons, and meals. And let's talk. Well, those are core words and phrases. And I think the best thing that she added is emergencies. If something goes wrong, what do you say? Well, here it is. Now, then we go to step 2, which is a little bit more serious, and it has people, how you address them, the body parts, clothes, colors, food and drinks in a more sophisticated way, the time and the weather. And it goes on from there. So we suggest when you're doing languages, you start with our little garden hose as opposed to a fire hose. And you don't try to play for the New York Yankees by starting with Rosetta Stone. You try gently to get started. Thank you from Simply. You can find our titles at staples.com, audible.com, which is iTunes, and simplymagazine.com. Thank you again.